Welcome to my channel Sacred Intuition, and today we are doing a soul lesson reading again. And actually, before I started this video, I wanted to try something new, and I actually used the Soul Oracle cards. And so the two cards that came out are quite significant, and it's first of all number 44, the victim, and number 7, the child. And the first thing that I got is that the soul lesson for you this week is to heal the victim mentality and to heal your inner child. Where do you maybe have seen yourself as a victim, and where can you maybe break through those patterns and belief patterns? And so I was actually looking and preparing myself. The child basically knows the way to happiness and being content. And it's about innocence. And it also helps you to course correct your life. It talks about second chances. And it talks about forgiving and learning, and basically opens up the sky for you. And the child actually steps up when you need to break patterns. It literally stands here. Behavioral patterns, routines that you need to free yourself from. And it asks you to stay open to learn something new and to discover something new in your life. And maybe also to view things and partners, friends, family in a different light. And it is always like divided in the essence, the invitation, and the medicine. And the medicine says that the child is showing you how to course correct your life, like I mentioned before, without being punished. And this is interesting. And this is even more interesting considering that the victim card came out, because it says here, to free yourself from the lust to suffer, right? Where we engage in basically being comfortable with the pain. Yeah, and the child helps you to get out of this hole that you maybe put yourself in. And when we're talking about the victim, let's see if we get an additional message here. The additional message is the English word for victim also means sacrifice, which then again means to make holy. And a victim pertains to an offer, like an offering that you're giving. And it basically asks you to be grateful for what the Holy Ghost has given you, the Holy Spirit has offered you. It's quite interesting. Okay. And the victim actually demands that you are offering your mental space, the most valuable thing that you possess. And in this case, I think it is also to free yourself. And the heart is the only offering that deserves to be offered. Okay, so open up your heart and sacrifice old belief patterns that don't serve you anymore. That's what I'm getting. And maybe also to set free what is not longer meant to stay in your life. I know this can be very hard, but sometimes we have to sacrifice certain things to break patterns and to actually evolve to the next level. And yes, I know evolving and growing, it always comes with growing pains. So I'm not saying that this is going to be easy, but this is what the soul lesson we are focusing on this week. Okay, let's see if we get from the Soul's Journey lesson cards an aligned message. What would be the soul lesson this particular week when it comes to the person watching? Wait, what is going on today with yeah. 3 cards came out. 1 fell on the floor and the other 2 got stuck on my hand. And at first I thought, oh wow, now again 2 cards. Nope, it's 3. The first one that fell onto the floor, which I find quite significant, is empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. And one thing that I didn't read from the book was to also view, for example, your partner through different eyes. Where has maybe your partner, your friend, your family member might have also developed and changed, and where you might have to also adjust the way how you look at them, okay? And the other 2 cards that came out are indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life, yeah, to trust that you're being guided to the right direction, and trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. And now I actually feel guided to put the indecision over here to the victim card, because you should sacrifice the indecision, while the trust is actually very aligned with the child, because to trust your inner child to know best what is actually leading you towards your happiness. And I also feel guided to say to have empathy with yourself and also be very gentle with yourself while you're breaking belief patterns. Okay? So I would like to see what spirit animal is maybe guiding you along the way during this soul lesson. And I'm also gonna read from the book. Oh, great. And you got the bat. Hopefulness. That's a beautiful energy. I'm going to put this over here. Okay. Underneath the deck, I can also see the bear. Silence. I'm not sure whether this is important for now, but let's see what we can get from the bat, the hopefulness. See. Hopefulness. The bat is correlating to the moon energy, so it's feminine energy, and the power animal is the hippo. Oh, yeah, maybe I should show you this. Oh, and I almost got burned by the fire. Maybe you got burned in the past. So I have choices and path forward. Oh, that's also quite aligned, to be fair, with what we've got. Like, don't be indecisive anymore. Take action. Take a leap of faith forward to maybe change the outcomes, change your current situation. Break out of the victim mentality and embrace your inner child. What were your dreams when you were growing up? Or even maybe a year ago that you didn't act up on? Act on. Act up on? Okay, acting up. Wow. Act on. I have choices and paths forward. Beautiful energy. Okay. And you're being asked, or basically the message is, it's hopeless. You've given up. You can't see a way out. Okay. Where are you maybe stuck in this victim mentality? Where do you feel stuck in your beliefs? Okay. And the guidance is, why bother? What's the point? These thoughts circle in your head without finding answers. Take questions to your heart and ask for guidance. Ask instead, what is it that keeps me here? What keeps you stuck? You should ask yourself that. What can I do to change my situation? Is there any value in my current situation, or do I need to move on? What did I just talk about? That maybe you need to take yourself out of this situation that you're currently in, or that you have been stuck in for quite some time. And it might not actually be a physical situation. It might be a mental headspace. Hope is the pinprick of light in the darkness. Head towards it gently. Gently. Empathy. Be gentle with yourself. Rome wasn't built in a day, okay? But it's important to stop your indecision, sacrifice the indecision, and to trust that you'll find the right way. That is your soul lesson for this week. Head towards it gently without criticizing your decision to do so. Decision to do so. Sacrifice the indecision. Make a decision. Look up, see the sun shining. That's maybe because I almost got burned. The sun shining, and know there's always hope. And it says the animal message, come fly with me through the darkness of your mind, body and soul. See the light that shines in the distance as a new day, giving you hope again. We allow the new day to bring us hope. So it's all about hope, about the new beginning, going towards breaking all patterns, leaving trauma in the past. So it's also yet again, tying in with the reading that I actually did yesterday. So if you're interested, please check it out. And the affirmation for you is, I have choices and paths forward. So what we read in the bag. This is beautiful. Now I wonder, the bear, is it actually important? Bear, silence. Oh, interesting. The bear, silence, is more the masculine energy because it represents the sun. So I feel guided to put it here. And it's about, there is a lot of noise in your thoughts and in your life. Always busy, distracted, unfocused, not able to sit still. Keeping busy to escape a feeling or a person. You don't want to be alone. Okay? Guidance. Why are you so busy? Ask yourself that. Where are you stuck? Okay? Are you avoiding something or someone, or is it just a busy time? Even the busiest times, we need to relax and nourish ourselves. Empathy, yet again. Set yourself 5 minutes each day for quiet contemplation and meditation, increasing this time to several times a day and for 15 minutes each time, or as much as you're comfortable with. Sit somewhere you won't be interrupted. Quieten your thoughts, telling your mind you'll come back to them later. Allow your body to be at peace. Allow your heart and soul to feel the silence of the world around you. Listen for what Spirit has to tell you. Enjoy the silence in your life. And the animal message says, come into my cave, sit with me in front of the fire and look into my eyes, which is yet again very aligned with the fire because I got burned, but not that you're gonna get burned with this lesson, but instead we are now starting fall season, and actually you can't see this, but I'm burning like a fall candle in the back. And it just gives me a very comfy feeling right now, like a comforted feeling. Your eyes begin to shut and you become aware of the silence. It is deafening. You could hear a pin drop. Allow our hearts to be one, our souls to be one. And the affirmation says, my soul speaks to me in the silence. And actually what I also get is, your inner child speaks to you in the silence. Okay? Embrace your inner child. Be empathetic to yourself. Trust that everything will turn out for the best. And a friend of mine, she always repeated the quote. And I think it's from, oh gosh, I don't want to mess it up. Who said it? Oh, that's very embarrassing. Okay, I don't know right now. Very famous author. Why do I keep thinking of Charles Darwin? Obviously not. No, that's not the person that I'm thinking of. Okay, can't believe it. I can't think of the person. Okay, and it says, okay, now I can't talk anymore. I've got something in my throat, okay? Everything will be fine in the end. And if it's not fine, then it's not the end yet. And the original quote is a little bit different. I can't think of the exact wording, but still it's the same message. Everything will be fine in the end. And if it's not fine, it's not the end yet. And this is what I think is a very, very important message. Okay? So quit your indecision, make a choice, move forward, break your thought patterns. But while doing so, be comfortable in the silence, don't lose hope, and be empathetic to yourself. And you can overcome basically everything or anything. Let's see if we get from the Everyday Witches Tarot, if we get maybe an important message towards the soul lesson that we need to know. Oh, that was funny. This did like a 360 flip. Yeah, King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is an energy that is quite stable and quite grounded. So I do feel like you're being asked to ground your thoughts that are spinning in circles. Maybe also the thoughts that you tried to avoid facing, or situations you tried to not face. Okay, is there maybe any other message from the tarot? It's so unusual because those cards are so tiny and I really like it. Yeah. Step into your Empress energy. And it doesn't matter whether you're masculine or feminine. Yes, it does ask you to step into your feminine energy, but it doesn't mean that you have to be male or female in body so that it applies to you. And it's also the Five of Cups. Where do I put this? I'm going to put it over here. Because, I also feel like the Five of Cups also resonate with the victim card. Because I do think it is to leave what has already been spilled. You see the cups that have been spilled here on the beach, and everything that has been spilled is already flowing into the water, right? It is already enmeshed in your emotions. And you're being asked to leave those 3 spilled cups, whatever that means, okay? And leave it in the past and get up and enjoy the feast that has been built on that table. What have maybe your ancestors, your spirit guides already prepared while you've been focusing on the things that have not turned out the way you wanted them. But turn around and look. All the things that you are wishing for, that you're hoping for, that your inner child has always craved for, it's already being prepared. You're just being asked to turn around and have a look and actually ground yourself so that all the things are coming into fruition, to step into your Empress energy. Yeah. And trust your intuition, okay? Trust your inner voice. That's the High Priestess. Yeah. Everything will be fine. You don't need to hold back anymore. I'm saying this because I see the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. No more indecision, okay? No more. We're done with the indecision. That's it. We're focusing on the here and now. Be present. Remember Kung Fu Panda? Even if you have not watched it, absolutely beautiful. You're being asked, why is it called the present? Yes, because the present is a gift. And, whatever happened in the past has been a lesson. It's done. You can't change it anymore. And there's also no need to worry about the future because it's also not here yet. But what you have is the present. And the present is the only time that you can influence. Make a decision to leave whatever bothered you in the past and move forward with hope. That's it. Yep. The Page of Wands. You're ready to step into this new journey. And I still get the Fool card with this. Because the Fool also has like this little sack that he's taking on his journey with him. And yet again, like I say him because it portrays like, I'm actually not sure. No, just kidding. It's actually a female. So, but doesn't matter. Female, male, it's all about energy. So I'm going to leave you with this. Take a step forward. I don't know where to put it. I'm going to put it up here. And yeah. And by the way, King of Swords. How about, and the King of Swords always makes a decision. Yeah? Yeah. And I feel guided to leave this here. This is your soul lesson. And I wish you absolutely all the best of luck. And enjoy your weekend if you're watching this on one of the weekend days. Today is Saturday. And yes, actually, start of Libra season. And why am I excited about it? Because I just was thinking about it. When does Libra season start? It has started today. So take care. And if you like the reading, hit the like button, subscribe for more, and can't wait to do some more readings for you. Until then, bye bye.